English 10-1s, and welcome back to Romeo and Juliet. Yesterday, our reading circled around what everyone else was doing regarding Juliet. In fact, she's really not participating at all in the plans for her wedding. We have a scene with Paris and Lord Capulet and Lady Capulet, and they're basically just discussing it like a transaction. This, of course, is contrasted with Juliet and Romeo, who have taken things into their own hands. On the advice of Friar Lawrence, Romeo has gone to spend the night with his wife. Something to keep in mind, that seems like a really weird thing for Friar Lawrence to do, and yet he's the one that performed the wedding. He knows that marriage could be contested unless it's been consummated, so he sends Romeo off. And that's actually the other scene that we read yesterday, which ends with some really interesting hints that fate is also in play. As Romeo leaves Juliet's room, we have her have this premonition. She looks down at him and says it's like she's seeing him in a grave. Later on, we have, of course, Juliet fighting with her mother, who's informing her she's going to go get married to Paris. She, of course, refuses. And her mother makes a comment suggesting basically, that she'd rather Juliet was dead. And then, of course, goes to tattle on her to her father. So today we find out what is the result of that, this big fight with the parents. Juliet trying to stand up for herself, her parents getting furious with this. So what happens? Well, we're going to see what plans come into play at that point. Yesterday, we also took a look at iambic pentameter. If you did not get that done, please contact me so I can help you with it. And lastly, today's interactive activity is we're going to again do questions. You have one question to do, and then a second question to either reply to or add to. And you, of course, have all the things that you need in our Google Classroom. Thanks so much for listening, guys. If you have any trouble, you know how to get hold of me. See you tomorrow.